I hope you have unlimited text messaging. By Miss Carr. Chapter 49, Conversation 38. How to be a public figure with your boyfriend in another country. HSBF. So, did you figure out what you're doing for Friday? Me. Don't even ask. HSBF. That man? Me. My PR person suggested I get an escort. It's always uploading your ego when someone suggests that you need to pay for it. HSBF. Why did she suggest that? Me. Because I said no to taking Yo-Yo. I do not want people thinking I'm screwing my assistant again, especially when she has a boyfriend who she will be taking herself. Even Kevin had to deal with way too much bullshit because of that. HSBF. I mean, why a prostitute? Me. Escort. I said escort. I'm talking an actual escort and not a booty call. It's not unusual for people at my level to have to arrange for suitable companionship for events. Me. You're the only booty call I want to call, or lick for that matter, but apparently you have issues with telecommunication sex. I respect that you want to do it live first, but it's going to be a couple of months, Muffin, if my current plan doesn't work. HSBF. What are you working on? Me. A way to see you sooner rather than later, but I don't want to jinx it. So until then, I'm going to have to pay for somebody to hang on my arm. I'm hoping Jane can find a non-traditional age student working their way through med or law school. I can't deal with the barely legal and shallow anymore. HSBF. Why can't you just go alone? Me. Because apparently our stocks will drop 10 points if I show up sad and alone. HSBF. Why would stocks drop? Me. Remember the stock market went up when I was photographed going to therapy. It went down 5 points yesterday when somebody photographed me drinking a ginger ale and everyone thought it was something harder until the press release publicly announcing how many days I've been sober. I really didn't want that out. So now everybody is going to be on alcohol watch. Me. The real purpose of me having a buddy there is to make sure I don't spend half the night at the bar like I usually do. That is what my therapist and publicists are most worried about anyway. HSBF. But Yo-Yo is going to be there. Me. Apparently Jane doesn't see that as being good enough because she is not aware Yo-Yo can take my glass of champagne and throw it away before I even realize it's not in my hand. Unfortunately, I can't point that out. HSBF. This is your first event like this since getting sober? Me. Yes, it's going to be difficult. I know that it will be difficult with Pepper bringing the new boy toy alone. Charity events are boring as hell, which is usually why in the past I spent most of the time at the bar. HSBF. That's not an option now. Me. Which means mingling. I hate mingling, at least sober mingling. I need somebody there to keep me from punching out Tiberius, and Director Schnookums is still a hard no. HSBF. Why? Me. Multilateral meeting in Geneva regarding the Inhuman issue. Trust me, he would rather be at the Boring as Hell fundraiser, and he normally hates charity galas. Me. Also, I'm planning to announce a new nonprofit for inhuman children at the event, and Mr. Patriotism believes it could be seen as a conflict of interest. So Rhodey's not allowed to come. Bastard. HSBF. Well, I won't suggest you taking Jeffrey. Me. That is for the best. The only thing I like about him is that he believes in protecting the rights of Inhumans, unlike certain secretaries of state that will remain nameless. HSBF. Laura? Me. Christina Everhart is already doing an expose on me allegedly fucking around with Clint's wife. Really, I don't need to add more fuel to the fire. It's already 5 alarm, because everyone just loves gossip. HSBF. Do you have any other female friend you have that you can take? You have to have a few. Me. Not as many as you would think, mostly because I was an asshole pre-Afghanistan awakening. If Queens wasn't still trying to set me up with his aunt, I would invite Aunt Scary because I do like her as a friend, not someone I want to have coffee with. However, I think Queen still wants me to be his step-uncle, despite the fact that he knows about Stefan. HSBF. Again, could you have come up with a better fake name? I was bullied by a guy with that name when I was a kid. Me. Sorry of his unaware of the bad association. It was Agent's choice. He put an entire cover together for you. Well, Friday and Dr. Monkey Lover put a full digital profile for you. You have a birth certificate, passport, and everything else. You're stuck with it now. HSBF. That's nice, I think. Me. Also, I may have made you my co-chair for the Maria Stark Foundation. HSBF. Tony! Me. Hey, I am trying to build you a respectable identity. Look, if things fall apart with the UN, maybe I can get you back into the country as Stephen Carter. HSBF. Agent came up with the last name as well? Me. No, I just thought you would like it. You were a widower, by the way, and you took her last name because your biological father was an asshole. According to Agent Scary, the best covers are the ones closest to the truth. HSBF. What about Agent being your escort? Do they still have that mask technology that Nat used to use? You could impersonate Stefan. HSBF. Tony, are you still there? HSBF. Tony, you didn't suddenly get arrested, did you?